Hey, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. I'm your host of the Cardone Solutions Podcast. My name is David Bradley, training facilitator and coach with Grant Cardone. I'm bringing you weekly sales solutions, sales tips, sales strategies, and a couple attitude adjustments from the 10X rule of Grant Cardone. Now check this out. Today's Wednesday. So you know what we do on Wednesday? That's right. Regular visitors to the Cardone Solutions Podcast know that on Wednesday we do the Wednesday word. First timers, here's what happens. We'll crack open a dictionary. In fact, I got a list, a nice long list of success-themed and motivated words and what we're going to do. Because selling is a conversation, power comes from the words that you use. First lesson I learned from Grant Cardone. We're going to crack open the dictionary. We're going to understand what kind of power is in the words that we use. I need to know the definition. I'd like to know the history of it. But then more importantly, what are we doing with this word? How do we take this word and affect real change in our sales, our business, and our life? That's what we do on the Wednesday word. This week, today's word, apparently, according to this word, it's not about the destination. It's about this. Today's word is also one of my favorite bands from the 70s and 80s. Today's word is journey. Journey, that's right. It's a noun and it's a verb. It's both. So let's look at the two definitions. The noun definition, the verb definition. We'll start with the noun. Okay, the definition of journey is an act of traveling from one place to another. She went on a long journey. It's also a long and often difficult process of personal change and development. Her spiritual journey towards insert religion of your choice. Her spiritual journey towards Catholicism. Her spiritual journey towards Judaism. Her spiritual journey towards Buddhism. Pick it, okay? Her spiritual journey. Okay, that's the noun, right? It's something. It's a person. It's a place. It's a thing, right? A journey that you went on. Okay, now the verb, to travel somewhere. They journeyed south. Frodo took the ring and journeyed to Mordor. Okay? Journey, the band, journeyed across the country on tour. They journeyed across the world, actually. Okay? So some synonyms. Synonyms to journey. Expedition. Passage. Travel or travels. I've had many travels, many journeys. Trek. Trip. Pilgrimage. Tour. Travel. Voyage. Voyage. That's important. The little French reference right there. Because when we get to the etymology of journey, the first four letters of journey, J-O-U-R, jour. Jour. So you ever been to like a fancy restaurant and we had soup de jour? The de jour means of the day. So jour comes from French, which ultimately dates back to Latin, but it has the meaning of daily or of relating to one day. Soup de jour. So journey, Journee, then that word, now we threw an N and some E's on there. Nee. We are the knights who say nee. N-E-E, journey. That means a day's travel or a day's work. A day's work. Think of, this is where that term journeyman comes from. If you're a contractor or an electrician and you're just learning the ropes and you're not like the best and you're not a beginner, okay? You're in the middle and you're getting better, you're a journeyman. Journey then, Journey, journey, then becomes a defined course of travel and also metaphorical to life path or achievement. Interesting, right? At least I think so. So, what do we do with this? Here's the real question. Which one is it? Is it about the journey or is it about the destination? Which one's more important? Now, if you ask a guy named Ralph Waldo Emerson, he's the guy that gets credit, usually, for saying it's not the destination, it's the journey. Okay? Then you got Zig Ziglar, old school personal development guy, sales trainer. Success is not a destination, Zig says, it's a journey. So I got a question for you, if that's true. Like, what is the point of going on a journey if you never arrive? I mean, would you set out for the supermarket with full intention to get food for the week, but never actually make it? You just wander around town aimlessly, only to arrive back at home with no food, yet somehow you feel fulfilled and accomplished. Yeah, I don't think so. That's not how that works. Like getting a man on the moon in the 60s, that was about the destination. Did we learn some stuff along the way? Well, yeah. Okay. Winning the Super Bowl is about the destination. Becoming a millionaire is about the destination. And if you believe that the journey is more important than the destination, would you consider, for a second, that perhaps you are unclear and uncertain about your goals, about your dreams, and about your why? And by making it about the journey and not the destination, maybe that's just an excuse for not actually getting clear on your goals, your dreams, and your why, and taking the actions necessary to create said destination. Yes, you're right. You should enjoy the process. You should love the process. Think about a filmmaker for a second. You're a director or you're an actor and you're in movies or a stage production. I did theater in high school and college and did it professionally for a while. I love the process. I love the journey. But man, the show must go on, folks. Right? There's a great book. My name is Asher Lev. And in that, he talks about art. Art is not art until it is displayed for the public for ridicule. So yes, enjoy the process. But man, put that sucker on stage. Present. Have an end. 100% correct that there are billions of lessons to be learned along the way, and there is massive growth in the process. Yes. Okay. The journey matters. You're right. But if you're not focused on the destination, if you're not focused on the Super Bowl ring, if you're not focused on the end, where you're going, where you need to be, you know what? You're out of control of your life. There, I said it. We need both. They're both important. And the destination may just well be a little bit more. Case in point, let me wrap this up with a quote from El Queso Grande, my boss, your Uncle G, Grant Cardone. Quote, "Those who make a commitment to success as a destination will last longer than those who are just on a journey. Every time you get disappointed or experience a setback, go back, write down your goals," which means you got to have them first. "Force yourself to remain focused on the destination instead of the difficulties. Keep in mind that the successful keep their eye on their targets regardless of the challenges. Stay on your journey, but make sure you hit your destination." And this has been another episode of the Cardone Solutions Podcast and the Wednesday Word. So I hope you pulled some power out of today's episode. Thank you so much for listening. Appreciate that. If you haven't subscribed already, thank you in advance for hitting the subscribe button. And if you got something out of this, you'd like to stimulate a conversation, share this out into cyberspace or just leave me a comment. What do you think? Is it about the journey? Is it about the destination? Am I totally wrong? Or am I right on point? Let me know in comments, and be great if nothing else pays. See you soon.